Well, hello, LegalShield family. It is June, and can you believe that the year is almost half over? It seems like it was just a few weeks ago that we were celebrating the beginning of 2025, and so hopefully you've been setting your goals, making your plans, doing everything you can to fulfill the things you started the year talking about. And maybe you're brand new to LegalShield. Maybe you weren't even around in January when you first were setting those goals. So congratulations on all of the things that you've accomplished so far in the year. And we have so much more out ahead of us. You know, June's a very special month for a lot of reasons. One of the big reasons is that we are in Riviera Maya this week with hundreds and hundreds of LegalShield associates that qualified for this trip in 2024 and 2025, celebrating their success in a beautiful, all-inclusive resort at the Hard Rock Riviera Maya, one of my favorite resorts. We were here about 5 years ago. Tremendous property, and everyone that's going to be here this week and arriving today and tomorrow, the Circle of Champions, and then in a few days, everyone else is going to have an awesome time this week at the Riviera Maya. So congratulations to everyone that qualified, and we know many of you are shooting to qualify for 2026 in the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. And I've got to tell you, I've got some amazing news for you today on 2 ways that you can qualify for the Dominican Republic in 2026. So at convention, just about 5 weeks ago, we announced in the network division a hit and win that you could qualify for Punta Cana. This would not require a leaderboard. You do the work, you qualify, you're in. It's as simple as that. And the hit and win had a few components to it. One, you had to PC qualify starting in May, Performance Club qualify in May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So every month of the contest period, you had to Performance Club qualify. You had to personally recruit 15 new associates during that time frame, help some fast start qualify. There's a retention requirement. So check out the flyer on the hit and win and all the things that you had to accomplish in order to be in that group in the Dominican in 2026. However, one of the things I just talked about was Performance Club. So if you did not Performance Club qualify in May, then unfortunately you're out of the running because you had to PC qualify every single month. However, today I'm going to announce a PC reset if you did not Performance Club qualify in May. We're going to give you another chance. Your PC streak must start in June this month and go through February. Everything else is the same. Everyone that you recruited in May counts towards the incentive. Everything you accomplished in May counts towards the incentive. But we know that a lot of you came out of convention very fired up. You were making your goals. You were making contacts. And sometimes as you get some momentum going, maybe you couldn't quite, close out Performance Club in May. And you're really disappointed thinking, out of this hit and win for the Dominican Republic, we're going to give you another chance. And we know there was a lot of associates, thousands of new associates that were recruited in May who maybe didn't have enough time in the month to PC qualify. So this will be the last chance. There will not be an extension next month. So this will be the last chance to get in the running for the hit and win for the Dominican Republic in 2026. So you must PC qualify in June. And again, the contest did start May the 1st. So anything you did in May will count. Any recruits, fast start qualified associates, etc., will count in May. But qualify Performance Club in June, and you're still in the running for the Dominican Republic in 2026. So get that done. Another big announcement. We are going to launch today. I mentioned in Baltimore there might be a few other ways to qualify that were coming, and I'm about to announce one of those other ways that we're going to allow you to qualify for the Dominican Republic. And that is, we know we have a lot of associates that fall into that what we call full service bucket. Maybe you don't do quite enough network to qualify in the network category. Maybe you don't do quite enough solutions to qualify in the solutions category, but you are a full service associate, which means that you're recruiting new associates. You're opening new groups. You're writing new group plans. You're writing individual plans. You're talking to small businesses and enrolling small businesses in our small business plan. You're truly a full service associate, and we want to take that into account, and we want to make sure you have a way to qualify for Punta Cana in 2026. So starting today, June the 1st, We are launching our full service leaderboard that will run through the end of February 2026. And the top 50 in the full service leaderboard will also qualify for the Dominican Republic. Now, make sure you look at the flyer because there is a checklist of things that you need to accomplish in the next, 7 or 8 months in order to qualify for this incentive. So to be on the leaderboard, you have to have recruits. You can't, because it's your premium times your recruits. If you multiply your premium times 0, it is 0. And there's a minimum number that you have of recruits you must have to be eligible. There's a minimum number of small business plans. There's a minimum number of new groups opened. And check the flyer for all the details, but the minimums are very low. So if you're doing any of those things at all, you can qualify to be on the full service leaderboard, but don't leave any of those things out because that'll make you ineligible. So check it off as you go. Okay, I've got the recruits I need. I've got the small business plans I need. I've opened the groups I need to open. I've got my premium. I'm multiplying it times my recruiting. So all those things come into play. And then there's bonus points for going out and helping associates faster qualify, opening new groups. All of these things have bonus points attached to them, including small business plans. So download the flyer today, see all the details, and see how you're going to qualify for the Dominican Republic in 2026. So we have a reset on the hit and win. We have a brand new full service leaderboard that is launched today. So a lot of exciting things happening for our 2026 trip as we're in our 2025 trip this week. So let's check out the video and show you where we're going in 2026.
Hello, LegalShield family. I'm here to talk to you today about Performance Club, my favorite program. Did you know that it is the longest standing incentive program that we've ever had in LegalShield? It is. Here's how you qualify. You get a point for every dollar of premium for the monthly amount of the memberships that you sell. So if you had a $39.90 plan, you would have 40 points. Okay, rounds up to the nearest dollar. You get 50 points for every new associate that you bring in with a membership. 50 points for helping that new associate fast start qualify, and you can get 50 points for opening a brand new group. When you get to your third month in Performance Club in a row, you're going to get a $200 bonus every single month that you stay in. That bonus will increase on month 12, month 24, and month 36, all the way up to $500 a month. And if you are a senior director or above, you can get a matching bonus for your team members when they qualify months 3 through 11 for a bonus. Hello, somebody. Super exciting. So today we are going to celebrate all of our bonus qualifiers and our matching bonus qualifiers. Will you please help me celebrate them?
Hey, LegalShield family, this is Fred DaCosta, and I'm here to congratulate all the Fast Start qualifiers who did it within their first 20 days, and all the ATM, all the Advanced to Manager qualifiers who rank Advanced to Manager within their first 45 days, which means what? They're paid, promoted, and in profit mode. Congratulations.
Dios es bueno. Yes, I was asked to share my story, but unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. Today, I'm going to share my children's story. I asked my children, Alex, Angel, and Andres, to write a letter for me, what they think about my journey in LegalShield. So, here we go. This is what my children say. Before my mom started her business with LegalShield, things were completely different. She worked long hours. We barely saw her. She was out of the door early in the morning before most of us even wake up. And she come home late, exhausted. She was always doing everything she could to provide for us, and we were proud of how hard she worked, but the truth is, we miss her a lot. We miss family dinner, we miss weekend plan, we miss her energy, her laugh, her advice in the middle of the random day. Sometimes it felt like we were living around each other instead of each other. And that was hard for the three of us. Time just kept passing, and I felt like we're always waiting for the thing to slow down, but it never did. And guess what? Then everything changed when she started her business with LegalShield. Dios es bueno. It wasn't overnight, but little by little, things started to feel different. We remember at her beginning, the only time that my mom has to learn and develop this business was every morning at 5:30 in the toilet. To this day, we make jokes about it, and it's, don't tell me that you don't have time. Now she has time to breathe, time to rest, and time to be with us. Not just around us, but present. And honestly, it feels like we are happier now just having her around. The vibe at home is different. They're more louder, more calm, more connection. She's there for conversation that we used to happen in over a quick text. We have more movie nights, a spontaneous outing, and a real quality time. Sometimes we're just sitting around talking and laughing about something random, and we realize this is what we miss more. It's not just about her new business. It's about what LegalShield gives to all of us. We have our mom back. That's something that we can never put a price on. And the real reason the LegalShield has changed my mom, or our entire family live in is actually the family that she has created in the LegalShield career. We want to say thank you to Mom for always doing her best for us, and to LegalShield for giving her the space to finally breathe and enjoy the life that she worked so hard to build. We didn't just get her, we got her. And the reasons that I share this with all of you is because there are so many Glendaleanas, there are so many parents, and it's not us as a parent that we miss our kids, it's how much they miss us. And I close this because I was so focused in making money and pay my kids' career that I did not know that my 21 years old son has a spectrum. So it's our responsibility to go out there and share this opportunity. Share with everybody that LegalShield exists And LegalShield is changing so many lives. And the most important thing, tell the people that now LegalShield habla español.
Well, I get a chance to talk with you today about a very exciting incentive that we announced that we extended at the International Convention in Baltimore, and that is the Build Your Dream bonus. Now, it's really important that you pay attention to this segment as we've made a few additions to the Build Your Dream bonus that you're going to want to be aware of. Of course, this bonus rewards associates for achieving new leadership levels that they've never achieved before. So, for example, if you go senior director for 3 consecutive months for the first time, there's a large bonus. If you go executive director for 3 consecutive months, there's another large bonus. So I wanted to first of all make sure that everyone was aware that there are 4 components to this bonus, and they're all equally important. You know, sometimes we focus in on the level advancement part of the bonus, and we don't really focus in on the other 3, and you get disappointed when maybe you didn't achieve one of the other 3 areas that keep you from the bonus. So what are the 4 components of the bonus? Number 1, achieving that new level advancement. And as I just mentioned, that's a very big important part. Number 2, though, is there's also a recruiting component. And on the flyer, you'll see at every level the minimum number of organizational recruits that you must have to also achieve the bonus. Number 3, you must Performance Club qualify all 3 months that you're also achieving the bonus. And number 4 is retention. Now, retention is a very important part of the bonus, as the bonus is rewarding moving up, level advancing, performance of qualifying recruiting, and at the same time, writing good business. Now, if you've been around for more than 12 months, you have an established book of business with LegalShield that's very consistent, it's easy to measure the retention component because it's on the flyer at 65% rolling retention. What that simply means is in the last 12 months of your business, of all the memberships your organization has written, how many of those memberships are still on the books? And of course, memberships you wrote a month or 2 or 3 months ago should have the highest retention because they're the newest. And then memberships in month 10, 11, or 12 would have the lowest retention because they're the furthest away. That makes sense. And so because of that, we also have a rule in the flyer that states that if you're a new associate, you know, we have associates right now moving really fast, and that's exciting. And those new associates, and maybe that's you, you level advance, exciting. You hit the recruiting requirement, awesome. You also are in Performance Club. So you've hit 3 of the 4 components, and the last piece is retention. Like I mentioned, if you've been around for more than a year, you have an established, consistent book of business, it's easy to measure retention. If you've only been around for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, it's much more difficult for us to measure retention. And so we say in the flyer that your retention must be at or above company average during that time. However, that's not always fair to the associate because you don't know what the company average is. And we want to make it very easy to understand for new associates moving fast how to achieve this bonus. So simply put, moving forward, starting on May 1st with the bonuses, is that if you are a newer associate and more than 50% of your organizational business has been in the last 90 days, that means all of a sudden you had an explosion of business. What we're going to simply do is put it in a 90-day review period. And after we have that 6-month book of business that we can measure, we're going to look at the 6-month, not 12-month, 6-month rolling retention, and it must be over 75%. So if you have less than 12 months of business, you must be at both 65% 12-month rolling retention and 75% or higher 6-month rolling retention. You can easily monitor this in LS Engage. So that way, as a new associate, you can see exactly what your retention is. You don't have to guess if you're hitting the mark or not hitting the mark. You can go to LS Engage, click on the Business Health Index. You can go from 12-month to 6-month retention, track your retention. You can also go to your retention reports in LS Engage and see, who's canceling, who's in pre-cancel. You can also do that through the new genealogy tool available to you. So this way it's easy to track, and new associates can still qualify for the Build Your Dream bonus, and your entire team can qualify, and we have an easy trackable number on your retention to make sure that you've qualified for that 4th component. Another thing that we're going to be doing starting in May, which I'm really excited about, is any associate that qualifies for a level advancement and hits that recruiting and PC. So basically you're on track to get your Build Your Dream. The very first month that you hit that, we're going to invite you to a special training that we're going to be having, that I'll be hosting, to talk about the membership. How do we make sure that our memberships are sticky, that we're writing memberships that stay around for a long time? How do we track our retention? How do we make sure that not only are we moving fast, but also we're moving in a way that's going to help us long-term build a long-term book of business? So we're going to have that training for all associates, and we're not going to wait till after 3 months. We're going to start at month 1 to help you through your journey to make sure you qualify for that Build Your Dream bonus. So spread the word to your team. You can download the flyer on LS Engage, but we're so excited to have this Build Your Dream bonus, which has already paid out millions of dollars to leaders who have hit those levels for the very first time. And we want you to be the very next one. So again, level advance for those 3 months, PC qualify, hit that recruiting metric, and make sure that your retention is hitting the mark, and you'll be the next one qualified for the Build Your Dream bonus.
Hey team, congratulations to everyone for an incredible month in May. And I want to take just a minute and visit with you about the Bonus Buster Leaderboard. I've never been more excited than I am right now. And one thing that makes me really excited is these bonuses that the company has out on the table. I've never seen so many bonuses available, and they're available to new associates, seasoned associates, leaders. I mean, it's incredible. That's why we have the Bonus Buster Leaderboard. It shows the total bonuses that have been paid out. And for those of you who attended the International Convention in April, it was great seeing so many of you there. You saw people walking across the stage with those huge Bonus Buster checks representing the total bonuses they had received over the last 6 months or so. It was incredible. What bonuses are available to associates? Let's go over them. One is the Performance Club bonus. Guys, this is a bonus you should be earning every single month. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't get my bonus, my Performance Club bonus check. This is a bonus the company pays for being consistent in your business. If you're a senior director or above, you can also receive matching bonuses on these Performance Club checks, which has been incredible to receive that matching bonus each month. When you fast start qualify or hit the manager level within your bonus period, you receive a bonus, and that puts you on the Bonus Buster Leaderboard. When someone in your team fast start qualifies or hits a manager bonus, again, there's matching bonuses going to senior directors and above, to the sponsor. The sponsor receives a bonus. All of those add up to the Bonus Buster Leaderboard. And it's important to note that these bonuses are available to all associates, okay? You might say, well, I'm not a senior director. You can fix that. You can change that. That's totally in your control. What level you are in this business is 100% in your control, and you can change that level. You don't have to stay at a manager. You don't have to stay at a director. You can move to the top of the comp plan. And I love that about this company is you get to control that. It's not a political thing. You're not waiting for someone to approve you to move to that next level. You're waiting on yourself to do the necessary business to get there. Don't leave these bonus dollars in the LegalShield bank. I've seen the LegalShield bank account. It's got a lot of money in there. Let's get some of those bonuses transferred to your bank account during the month of June. Now let's celebrate those associates that are at the top of our Bonus Buster Leaderboard.
My name is Lo Soma. I'm originally from Burkina Faso, West Africa, where I was a military police officer for 18 years. I migrated to America in 2019, and I have been living in New York, Bronx, with my family, Karin Soma, and our 3 children. For the 4 past years, I have been working as Uber driver, and I was not able to provide the lifestyle that I want for my family. And I was looking for an opportunity, and exactly May 21st, 2024, I found information about LegalShield online, and my life was forever changed. I started my LegalShield business full-time. When I signed up, the same day I was qualified for senior associate. 2 days after I was qualified manager, and 66 days I was qualified executive director. And right now, after 11 months, I am qualified for gold executive director with 12 executive directors in my organization. And I have earned the milestone of 150,000 rings. Maybe people can ask me how we did it. Since I started with LegalShield, every day, me and my organization, we have 2 Zoom, noon and 9. And we have 3 days per week for the training. And sometimes I travel to different states, Maryland here, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, to do in-person presentation, help my team to build our organization. And every day, every single day, I'm available up to 2 a.m. morning for 3-way call. So I'm very grateful, and I'm thankful to my lovely team. I have my team here. My upline, Mr. Simplice and Mr. Noah, the Melia family, thank you for all your support on my success, Mr. Brad. And now I can say that me and my beautiful wife, Karin Soma, and Steve Soma, Orland Soma, and Orchid Soma, we found the American dream. Thank you, everybody.
Well, what a great testimonial from Lo Soma, one of many of the great stories that we heard at the International Convention in Baltimore just a few weeks ago. And speaking of our International Convention, we announced a few weeks ago that in 2026, we are going to be going to New Orleans, Louisiana. We are so excited about this location. We've never had a convention in New Orleans. Now, we've done an event in New Orleans as a company over 10 years ago, and it was a huge success. But the International Convention has never been in New Orleans. And what a great, great city to have this convention in. We know that so many of you are going to be driving in, flying in, getting there in a lot of different ways, renting buses. We expect to have even more people than we had in Baltimore, thousands more. We have so much momentum right now. So it's important that you get registered right now. Believe it or not, We are probably going to sell out the main room in New Orleans, which is much bigger than we had in Baltimore, but we plan on selling that out, and we don't want you in the overflow. And how we determine overflow is when you purchased your ticket. So don't wait on getting your ticket for 2026. Get that ticket now, so that way you're guaranteed to be in the main room for the 2026 International Convention. You want to be part of that main room energy. And so to help you do that, we've extended the discount code for the month of June. So only for June, this month, you can register, and when you check out, you can use the promo code SAVE20. SAVE, the number 20, SAVE20 as your discount code. So instead of $99, your ticket will only be $79 for this convention in 2026. So make sure that you're using that promo code this month to register for 2026. And many of you, including a lot of the leaders in LegalShield, have asked, how can you get a bundle package of tickets? So, hey, I want to get 10 tickets while they're at this price. I want to get 15, 20 tickets at this price, 5 tickets at this price, because as I build a team all through 2025 and 2026, I want to make sure I have those tickets for my new associates to help my new associates get registered right away and save money as the convention price goes up closer to convention. So if you're interested in a bundle of tickets, you must get them in a bundle of at least 5 in denominations of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. You determine how many is the right number for you, because you do need to pay for those up front, but we'll allow you to do those bundled tickets by emailing eventreg, that's EVENTREG, eventreg at pplsi.com. So you can email eventreg at pplsi.com, and you will be given the instructions on how you can participate in the bundle ticket. So spread that around. There is no particular level that you need to be in order to do the bundle tickets. You just need to act fast while we still have the opportunity for those bundle tickets, because it will go away after the month of June.
Hello, Cliff Malloy here, one of the many Millionaire Club members at LegalShield, and I'm excited to bring to the show a segment of recognition for the LegalShield ring. When an associate earns a certain amount of money within a 12-month period of time, they're recognized with one of these rings. We look forward to seeing you all earn a ring in the LegalShield Ring Earners program, but let's recognize and congratulate our newest LegalShield Ring Earners.
LegalShield family. My name is Abibu Tapsoba. I'm a Bronze Executive Director. I come from Burkina Faso, West Africa. I was so excited to hear I earned 50K ring. This ring isn't mine. It represents the work, energy, and belief we have all invested. My upline, Mr. Soma, and me, my team, and it proved that consistency, faith, and teamwork paid off. I just do it, and I know you can do it. LegalShield is a game changer. I ask God to bless more and more LegalShield. Thank you so much.
Hi, LegalShield family. I'm back. Did you miss me? I'm here now to recognize a segment of recognition for our newest Millionaire Club members. You know, when an associate earns over $1 million in their tenure with LegalShield, they're recognized by given the opportunity to join the club, the Millionaires Club. So let's go on and recognize some of our newest Millionaire Club members.
We're Bill and Yadira Bukovich. Welcome to our neighborhood.
All the glory goes to God for this opportunity.
What hitting the $2 million club level means to us is freedom. The freedom to follow our philosophy, and that is to always live where other people vacation. You ever been on that fantastic vacation and you thought how awesome it would be to live there? Well, we get to do that every day. But it's not just about living there. It's the freedom to vacation where you want, when you want, for as long as you want, and never having to worry about how much vacation time do I have. And it's also about being able to give back and help others. See, we're able to give back more to the church than we ever used to. And we're able to give back and help first responders because they do so much for us. If you're looking at LegalShield or thinking about this opportunity or how far can I go with LegalShield, the sky's the limit. You can go as far as you want because we were created for greatness. Why settle for mediocrity?
Hello, LegalShield family. At our international convention in April, we launched a brand new Prospect by LegalShield mobile app and web experience. Since that announcement in April, you've shared over 70,000 resources, including videos, PDFs, social graphics, and more with your prospects. Congratulations to each of you on elevating your prospecting activity and consistency with the new app. Effective today, June 1st, the old Prospect app and web experience is being retired and will no longer be accessible. Please remember that all of your contact and activity information has been migrated into the new app experience. Please ensure you have the new Prospect by LegalShield mobile app installed using the QR codes here on the screen or by going to the app or Google Play Store and searching Prospect by LegalShield and installing the new app. You can also access Prospect by LegalShield on the web by going to prospectbylegalshield.com. If you need assistance with your new Prospect app, please contact the team by simply going to More, Settings, and Support in the app. They will be happy to assist you and answer any questions that you may have. As we continue to enhance the new Prospect app experience based on your feedback, I'm excited to announce that the new user stats feature will be released later this month, allowing you to track your shares, engagements, and email campaign stats on a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis. Please look for an update on the official launch information on the Associate Support Facebook group and in the network update email on June the 15th. Additionally, the team is hard at work on a new feature called Pulse that will send you an alert and action item in the app when a new associate joins your team or when you enroll a new member, allowing you to send custom onboarding communications and interact directly with that new associate or member. More to come on that soon in July. All right, let me turn it over to 200K ring earner Dr. Sonia Lowe to talk about our upcoming super regional events.
Hey LegalShield family, this is Dr. Sonia Lowe from Houston, Texas, one of the many ring earners here within the LegalShield family. Let me talk to you about something that could absolutely change the game for your business. Come in close. Live events. Yes, I did say live events. Live events are not just another date on the calendar. They're a catalyst for growth, breakthrough, and belief. It's where the energy is electric, the stories are powerful, and the vision becomes crystal clear. You don't just hear success, you feel it, you see it, and you become it. See, when you show up, something shifts in your spirit. I'm a living witness. Happened to me. You build confidence, you sharpen your skills, you connect with leaders who've already done what you're working towards. And you leave with clarity and conviction to run harder than ever before. That's why you cannot miss the upcoming Super Regionals. First up is Houston Super Regional, happening July the 18th through the 20th at the Hilton Americas in Houston, Texas. This is your chance to plug into the power, to network, to learn, and to level up. But don't stop there. There's more. The Westin Indianapolis, August the 22nd to the 24th. Then there's Hilton Anaheim, California, September the 19th to the 21st. And then let's go across to College Park Marriott in Maryland, October the 24th to the 26th. I'm going to all of them. How about you? Get in the room. Mark these dates on your calendar. Make the decision. Major breakthroughs happen at major events. Your decision matters not just for you, but for those counting on you as well. You've got to go where the growth is, and growth lives at live events. So don't wait. Register now. Log into your LS Engage. Scroll down and you will see Super Regionals on the left-hand side. Register there. This is your year. You've got to believe it. This is your season, but you've got to believe it. And this is your moment. Believe it. Show up, champions, to level up. Let's win together. I'll see you there.
Hey, LegalShield family, Melissa Peters here. Happy June. I cannot believe we are 6 months into the year. Listen, we have a lot of momentum happening in our company today. We really do. We have a lot of great team members joining our organizations. And one of the things that myself and my training team focus on is ensuring that your teams know what our products do, giving them more opportunity to have more conversations because they understand the world of full service, right? They understand that they have an opportunity to help people based on their life, their lifestyle, their life stage, their background, their profession. And that's not just to sell the services to, but it's also to recruit to, because some of us would actually be maybe more prone to have a conversation of joining our teams because they understand that we sell small business plans and they've worked in the world of small business. Or maybe somebody wants to join our teams because they have a background in transportation and they hear about our commercial driver's legal plan and they're like, whoa, wait a second. I know every driver that I've ever talked to could use a plan like this. So understanding that we have multiple ways to serve our communities could also be attractive to our new recruits. So I want to ask each and every one of you to plug into us, right? To come first and foremost. We know we need to go to our associate product training. We know we need to go to our Fast Start classes. We know we need to go to Super Saturdays, and we need to attend these things live. But we also need to take our business and community list, and you need to come to one of our small business, small group certification trainings. This is where we'll help you understand how to have a conversation with your warm market small business. We all have relationships with the business owner. We all spend our dollars at a small business of some sort. And so we want to be able to have a conversation with those business owners. And that's what we will teach you. Not only will we teach you what it means, what it looks like, how to do it, but we'll also teach you the tools and the resources that's built specifically for that category of prospects. So make sure you check your calendar for the Small Business Small Group Certification Training. We'd love to have you there live in the local marketplace. But for some reason, if I don't have a trainer in your marketplace, email us at fullservicetraining@pplsi.com, and we'll make sure that we either have a trainer come into the market because there's a demand there in your market, or we'll make sure we get you invited to one of our virtual classes for those of you that cannot reach one of the live classes. So remember, fullservicetraining@pplsi.com. Once you come to that training and we help you tap into that small business, small group category or categories on our wheel of opportunity, hopefully that will give you more opportunities not only market, but to recruit into that industry. But it also opens up some additional incentives for you. It's called our Ruby incentives. Some people still to this day, or some of our family, our associates still to this day say, Melissa, I don't even understand what a Ruby is. Well, if you're not a Sapphire or Emerald associate, which means our top producing associates in solutions. So if you're not a Sapphire, you're not an Emerald, and you're not one of our licensed agents, you are a Ruby. And so congratulations. If you come to the Small Business Small Group Certification class, then it unlocks your potential, right, to allow you to start getting those Ruby incentives. And we want you to go out there not only and have success in producing, but also earning those incentives. We also help you because we have supporting events. We have what we call our group scoop on Monday on Let's Chat Small Biz. That's where we'll talk to you about additional training from that classroom to kind of help you, like bite-sized pieces of the training every single week. And we'll even answer questions for you. We also do things like smiling and dialing to help you through the Zoom, help you actually make the dials to business owners if you're interested. We have provider power hours where our attorneys will actually get on and talk to us from their perspective on how to connect to our prospects in that space. We also have Facebook Live Fridays because, well, we don't want you to go into the weekend with questions, right? So look at our calendar. It's pretty robust. We're here to support you in multiple ways. But we want all of our Rubies. That remember, that's probably you if you're not Sapphire, Emerald, or licensed agents, to get to the training. Let us help you. Let us help your new teams with all the thousands of new recruits that we have had over the last couple months. Let's get them trained up so they know exactly what we do. And don't forget, we also have our sales master classes and our advanced product trainings, which really will teach us the nuts and bolts of the product and give some sales tips and sales scripts on all the other things in our full service portfolio of services that we offer. So happy June. Hope you have a tremendous month, a very successful month, and look forward to seeing you all out in the trainings.
Hi, my LegalShield family. I am so excited to be here to help recognize our women in LegalShield. We know as women, especially those earning over $100,000 a year, 82% of those made their money through direct sales and network marketing. And so when you look at it, what do we do every day? We are the CEO of our life, of our kids' lives, often our spouse's life, and we are making things happen, right? So not only do we have the time freedom and flexibility with LegalShield, but we have uncapped potential of income. And look at what Miss Elizabeth Gardner, over $1 million a year. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine? You need to imagine, because that is possible. And she teaches us that through the Women's Leadership Academy. And then you've got Miss Jennifer McClafferty, $700,000, and I know she's working and closing in on her $800,000 ring. So you can do it as well. A little bit about my background: I was unemployed for the first time ever. And when I was looking for that job that I thought I needed, I quickly learned that with LegalShield, if I just sold 5 memberships, I can make more money through LegalShield, not get told when I was going to take time off or have time with my family. And when I was going to be a single mom, what was the most important thing for me? To be home and be there for my daughter and her events and her activities. And I got to do so through LegalShield. And so we are getting ready to go celebrate, go on the free vacation to Riviera Maya. And I know it has always been so important in her life and my life, and something I couldn't do with a regular job. So I'm so glad that I made the decision to come to LegalShield. And women are achieving such greatness in this company. And we've got the leadership, we've got the systems in place. All you have to do is take advantage of that. So we're going to take this moment to recognize our top recruiters, our top producers in this company doing amazing things. And I want you guys to give big celebrations, send texts, just celebrate and send them so much love for the amazing things that they are doing and showing us the sky's the limit.
Hey, LegalShield family. How are you today? My name is Cameron Gatlin, and I am super excited because I get to share with you our next segment of our young entrepreneurs. They've worked really, really, really hard to get out there to protect the communities and others and the lives of families. And I know how hard it is sometimes to not be recognized for the hard work that you put in, or your efforts, or going after the things that you know that you want to do, but you get it put on a standstill because of your age, right? Here with LegalShield, we don't have to worry about that. You know, we celebrate all wins at all ages, but specifically here, if you're under the age of 40 and you have made your mark and you've been really supporting and helping each other, we want to recognize you. So those top producers and the top recruiters of the month of May, thank you so much for all of your dedication and hard work. And we look forward for more to come and look forward for all of you. And so let's celebrate you. Right now is our segment of 40 Under 40.
Well, let me close the show by saying we are on a record-setting pace in network. We are right now already, the average of new associates being added every single month is the highest level we've been at in over 15 years. So we are seeing so much momentum right now on recruiting. Our fast start qualification rate is the highest it's been since 2019. So we are seeing more associates being recruited, more associates being successful in their first 20 days and receiving those fast start bonuses. Our manager levels of new associates attaining manager in the first 45 days, also an extremely high rate. So everything is looking great. Commissions are up. Oh, we're paying over $1 million more per month in commissions than we were this time last year. So commissions are up. Product sales are up. Premium is up. Recruiting is up. So much momentum. So we know that June is going to carry that momentum, and it's going to be a really exciting month for everybody. So let me also just close by just talking about a few important things that you saw so much on the show today to really zero in on. Number one, we talked about Performance Club at the beginning. Make sure that you're talking to your team about Performance Club qualifying in June, because that is what's going to keep them in the running for the 2026 trip. So make sure that June's a very important month. We will not be announcing in July that there was another extension. That was a one time. So you can look at it as a PC reset. You can look at it as a last chance, but we're giving one more chance on the hit and win. So PC qualify this month in June, and work with your team to do the same thing. Also, if you're a full service associate, focus in on that leaderboard. What do you have to do? How do you have to start checking all those boxes to make sure that you're doing all the things to be part of the trip in 2026? The regionals. We've got these incredible regionals coming up starting next month, July 19th in Houston, Texas, and you want to be part of these regionals. Let me be clear. These regionals are not just Super Saturdays. These are, if you've been to our fall regional event in Dallas, Texas, the last 3 years, we had over 1,000 people in Dallas, Texas last year for our for our fall leadership convention. We've replaced that fall leadership convention with these 4 regionals. So you want to make sure that you are going to at least one of those regionals. So even if you have to fly in, you were going to have to fly into Dallas to do the leadership convention later this year. So whether you're flying in, busing in, driving in, taking a train, make sure you find the regional that's closest to you. Is it Houston? Is it Southern California? Is it Maryland? Is it Indianapolis? So whether you're in the South, whether you're in the West, whether you're in the Midwest, whether you're in the East, there is a regional that is going to be your regional to plug into. So make sure that you are plugging into these events and taking advantage of all the momentum. And also not just plugging in, building into these events. There's going to be a huge recruiting event the Friday night before every one of these events. So like right now, the whole month of June, you should have your team focused on building in the Houston market. Who do you know in Houston? Let's ask every new associate, do you know anyone in Texas? Do you know anyone in Houston? Who can you get into these events to help build your team in Houston? Come in a couple days early, work with your team, help people faster qualify, get all of them into that event in Houston on July the 19th. And then put your focus on Indianapolis, the Midwest. Who do we know in the Midwest? And then you're turning your focus to Southern California or the West. And then you're turning your focus to Maryland. Many of you are going to all 4 events because you want to build in all 4 events, but make sure you're taking advantage of these regionals that are coming up. So June is a great month. We're going to kick it off in Riviera Maya in style with our business forum this week. So stay tuned to some of the exciting things that are happening at our business forum this week. Look at Facebook, our Facebook success page, and other areas to know what is happening in Riviera Maya, and then set your sights on the trip in 2026. So let's make it a great June, everyone, and we'll see you on the Communication Show in July.